Thompson Productions.
What does God look like? What do you see?
We're solar-powered biological AI.
Wait, what?
These ancient adversarial entities, I think it's the very same ones that rebelled against God and were cast out.
They were sent here to guide us in antiquity, and they took advantage of that and just masqueraded as gods. What's going on, everybody? Good morning and welcome back to another Esoteric Book review here on the Gray Pilled Podcast. I am one of your few hosts, Jules, host of the Gray Pilled Podcast. The Mississippi Mystic, handsome faggot. It's good to be here, joined by my buddies Subliminal and Season of the Rat. Amen Rat, what's up, guys?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to come up with titles like the Mississippi Mystic, right? But like
you don't like the Tennessee Strangler?
Into my lap, being that there's no.
I'm thinking like Season of the Rat, the Bringer of the Plague.
Bringer of the Plague, the Tennessee Strangler.
I like it.
Tennessee Strangler, the something
Bucky
about
Lover.
Something about the bad walls or something.
Lover.
Eater of cheese.
Eater of cheese.
Oh yeah. Destroyer of cheese. Devourer of cheese.
Devourer of cheese. Bringer of the plague. Devourer of cheese.
Oh,
good morning.
What just happened? Oh, I just clicked on something. Okay, there we go. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Esoteric Book review. This morning, we are reading two books, a little bit of each of both. And please be patient with us. We're just waking up. So, we are reading part 2 of the Pistis Sophia. And I guess we're going to continue the Adepts in the Western esoteric traditions because I can't keep it in my pants. So
whoa.
Yeah, that's going to be part 2. That's going to cut to the Patreon, guys, which will be on the Rumble stream only. And that'll be probably at the top of the hour, whatever.
Right.
So without further ado, is there anything you guys want to promote? Is there anything y'all got going this weekend?
There's going to be Subliminal. There's going to be a disagree to agree. Is there going to be? I won't be able to do it today.
Oh,
but is
I'll do a disagree to agree. Yeah, of course. I will do a disagree to agree. I will venture for it. Huh?
Were you able to get a hold of Not Nice Guy?
I was not. He was supposed to just join the Discord event at one point, and we would jam on it. But we are open to guests. Wink, wink, wink. Jules Wills. You want to come down to disagree to agree later today? If you can make it,
maybe able to hop on with you.
We're probably just gonna put on a movie or something. Nothing serious today.
You
know what we haven't done? We haven't done anything Halloween related at all for the whole month. I just realized yesterday when I was planning a show.
Oh my goodness!
We'll have to do some kind of Halloween thing, and I have something in mind.
Yeah, I think me and my wife may do a Halloween show this next weekend. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it may be fun.
Cryptid hunting.
May be the handsome faggot with the cowboy hat and the cowboy Ken outfit.
Okay.
I don't know. Very similar to the gay cowboy that Raven dressed up as.
Long shirt, no pants,
That last year?
boots, and pistols, and you come out going cryptid hunting.
Well, I wanted to be a knight, but who cares about what I want to be?
You are a knight.
My wife wants me to be a gay cowboy. So, yes, thank you, Subliminal. Thank you.
Did she request gay cowboy?
No, that's just my take on it.
I don't think it's possible to be I'm
being a cowboy too. I'm being a cowboy as well.
2025, is it possible to dress as a cowboy and not be dressed as a gay cowboy? I don't think that's possible.
I don't. Yeah,
I'll try.
No, I don't know.
All right.
I
believe in you. I support it.
I'll straighten out my boots. They're kind of curly right now.
I have doubts.
Another sound. Here we go. All right. Go ahead and pull this up, guys. We can go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
This early morning reading. So, okay, here we go. All right. Do you have it pulled up, Subliminal?
The Sophia? Yeah, I do. I have my version. Hold on. I have mine, the one I got for Kindle, the one that we were reading. I think it was this. I just don't know what page we were on.
We're on. We just finished chapter 20 last time we did it. So.
Chapter 20. You know what page that is?
The gay cowboy.
I can't tell you what page that is. I don't know what page that is.
Oh man. Okay, well, it's gonna take me. I'm gonna have to listen to the old episode that we did, unless somebody knows.
You're on chapter. That's 108. Jeez, you're way far. Like.
Yeah, I thought we were like here somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me just find the old episode, and then we'll see what.
We're on chapter 20. Well, I mean, we finished chapter 20. No, I know. I know we finished chapter 20. I couldn't tell you what page we're on though. Also, that other link that had that had the Coptic and the translation, that one's not working anymore.
No, okay. Well then, I found two other ones. Do you want to just do the Kindle one that I have, which is made by J.R.S. Mead? He comes up in the Manly P. Hall books.
Yeah, he does. Well, you got the Philosopher's Stone right there. Isn't that what that is? Looks like it. I think we talked about that last time.
Is there no like table of contents or anything?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope. Just dive right in.
Documents on page 48, so I don't know.
Well, while he's doing that, I was going to say, guys, we are doing Being Headless Giant, or doing our Rustic Gods series tomorrow, either later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Episode 3, I don't know. I forgot who we said we were doing it on, but y'all tune in for that. I sent out invites for shows this weekend and couldn't get anybody. However, next weekend, me and Paranoid American are doing a redo of our first ever Sound Science together, my episode on stoner metal, because we weren't able to listen to the music when we first started doing them.
Nice.
And, we're going to go back and listen to all the music. Yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome. I'm also going on the Paranoid American podcast here in the next week or so, his main show, which he was in shock that I haven't been on yet. I was like, yeah, bro, you never sent me the locality link. He's like, bro, I just figured you had been on. Not going to lie, my second episode ever was Paranoid American podcast. But that was with him and Donut, and no one knew who I was. So it was a fun episode.
It was a big. What's that? Big first episode?
It's second episode, but
big second episode.
Very, very big second episode. I basically begged Thomas, like, hey man, you want to do this Rothschild ball symbolism? And he was like, I think Donut wants to do that. I was like, Donut. Fucking. It was a fun episode. If y'all haven't seen that, it's the second Gray Pilled episode. Okay. I actually kind of know what I'm talking about. Not really though. Not like I do now, but I think I do. Right. I don't know shit. But anyway, enough.
It's kind of one of those ironies. Like the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know
You
shit.
don't know anything. Yeah. Also,
Nothing.
we may do a movie later tonight on the Discord. So you guys tune in. May even stream Eraserhead, and I'll just fucking mute myself the whole time. Because that's how it is on the Discord. We don't talk. We just watch. Anyway,
Just watch.
one of you gentlemen want to start us off?
So,
Yeah,
are
actually,
you gonna
Matt,
give us
can you
the
start off? Can we just go off
Yeah.
of your document, dude? Because I have no idea where we're at.
Okay, sure. It says chapter 20 right there. It says it's chapter 7 on your document. So you're 13 chapters behind. But
Oh my god.
chapter
Do I-
20
Do I need to go back and look at where we were?
No, we're on chapter 20.
We're just gonna go off
can
of
present my document.
Radstock, which would have made more sense to do, and I would have just caught up on mine, and then we would have all been caught up.
Okay. You got it pulled up right here? Is this it?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
This is much
All right,
better.
there we go.
Can we get this? Can the rest of us get this? Because I have at this point 2 different ones.
Yeah, I'll
That is not this.
send the link in the private chat.
Thank you.
Okay, so chapter 20, I think we finished that last one, but we'll read chapter 20. This is Mary Magdalene after she explained what she made sense of what Jesus said about going through the spheres and stuff like that. She said, "My Lord, will all the men who know the mystery of the magic of all the rulers of all the aeons of the fate and of those of the sphere, and the way in which angels who transgressed who have taught them, if they invoke them in their mysteries, that is, in their evil magic, to the hindering of good deeds, will they accomplish them henceforth from now on or not?" Jesus answered and said unto Mary, "They will not accomplish them as they accomplished them from the beginning, because I have taken away a third of their power. But they will raise alone from those who know the mysteries of the magic of the 13th aeon. And if they invoke the mysteries of the magic of those who are in the 13th aeon, they will accomplish them well and surely, because I have not taken away power from that region, according to the command of the first mystery." So the aeons have been reduced in power unless they take from the power. I'm confused. It's fine. All right, chapter 21. And it came to pass, when Jesus had finished saying these words, that Mary continued again and said, "My Lord, will not then the horoscope casters and consulters from now on declare unto men what will come to pass for them?" And Jesus answered and said unto Mary, "If the horoscope casters find the fate and the sphere turned towards the left, according to their first intention, their words will come to pass, and they will say what is to take place. But if they chance on the fate or the sphere turned to the right, they are bound to say nothing true. For I have changed their influences and their squares and their triangles and their octagons, seeing that their influences from the beginning onwards were continuously turned to the left, and their squares and their triangles and their octagons. But now I have made them spend 6 months turned to the left and 6 months turned to the right. He who then shall find their reckoning from the time when I changed them, setting them so as to spend 6 months facing towards their left and 6 months facing towards their right paths, facing the right paths, he who then shall observe them in this wise, will know their influences surely and will declare all things which they will do. In like manner also the consulters, if they invoke the names of their rulers and chance on them facing the left, will tell men with accuracy all things concerning which they shall ask their decans. On the contrary, if the consulters invoke their names when they face to the right, they will not give ear unto them, because they are facing in another form compared with their former position in which Yo had established them. Seeing that other are their names when they are turned to the left and utter their names when they are turned to the right. And if they invoke them when they are turned to the right, they will not tell them the truth. But they will confound them with confusion and threaten them with threatening. Those then who do not know their path when they are turned to the right, and their triangles and their squares and all their figures will find nothing true, but will be confounded in great confusion and will find themselves in great delusion, because I have now changed the works which they effected aforetime in their squares, when turned to the left, and in their triangles and in their octagons, in which they are busied continuously turned to the left. Now I have made them spend 6 months forming all their configurations turned to the right, in order that they may be confounded in confusion in their whole range. And moreover, I have made them spend 6 months turned to the left, in accomplishing the works of their influences in all their configurations, in order that the rulers who are in the aeons, and in their spheres, and in their heavens, and on all their regions, may be confounded in confusion and deluded in delusion, so that they may not understand their own paths. Did any of that make sense to you guys?
Yes, absolutely. All of it. May I explain?
Please enlighten.
Okay, so I didn't. If we can think back to the last time we were. I didn't get to explain last time. I just thought about it. I held on to it. Last time Jesus went up through the planes of existence. I guess he calls them aeons. I'll call them dimensions. He's calling them aeons.
Spheres.
Spheres. Yeah. He goes
Aeon
into one and he starts moving things. And he starts moving everything in their place. So to me, Jesus, he's up to the power level or matter level, whatever, where he can control matter and antimatter. So where he's not just moving a star throughout space in the middle of bumping into dust, whatever. He's moving he's shifting the entire space. He's just shifting the entire space through side. Yeah, he's moving it. He's moving it matter and antimatter all at once, shifting it completely. Okay. Now he's making the constellations go from Western astrology to sidereal astrology. And he's moving it from one to the other. And if you don't know the difference between one or the other, your fate, the stars, the spheres controlling your waters, you're not going to know your fate half the time of the year or half the time of the aeons. Maybe when it goes from different aeons, like Aquarius to Pistis and all that stuff, like all the different ones. So maybe he's not going to explain. I don't know if they're going to explain all that, but to me, I got to breathe. To me, that's what's going on here. To me, that's what's going on here. Is that now he's explaining to you that he's going up there moving this. There is a sphere up there moving that control everything down here all the way down, and you're at the bottom, and it controls you about, let's say, 6 months of the year, and then it flips, and then it does something else, and then it flips. But it's probably thinking in I'm thinking as a human 6 months of a year, but Jesus thinks in like enormous terms, so it probably means something bigger than I'm conceiving.
Right.
Okay, so that's
okay.
I had to say.
Yeah, so like those who are following the stars at that time, they're going to be following the stars, but they're going to be following the wrong stars. They're going to be following it the wrong way, and they'll mess up all their prophecies. This is the undoing of prophecies. This is why prophecies stopped working. It's because they're looking at the horoscope. They're looking at the starscape, and they're messing it up because they don't know this new direction that it's gone. All right, essentially,
that's my best guess.
Yeah,
that is my best guess. I have not gone up there to tell you, but it's my best guess, right? From what they're saying, because Jesus is now going to eventually he's going to meet God or go back to God himself. But I think keep his ego because he can explain this to us on the way back. Mm-hmm. Whereas one of us would be like just disintegrated into the glory of God's light.
Right. Right.
You know, we don't come back. We come back as another person or something else. Jesus retains his memories of that.
Yeah,
he's allowed to, I think, to say this to us. But that's my best guess of what's going on. I have no other deep knowledge of this besides what Brett's reading to me right here.
Best. It's the best explanation we have now, so let's go with it.
Yeah.
Chapter 22. Philip questioneth Jesus. It came to pass then, when Jesus had finished saying these words, while Philip sat and wrote all the words that Jesus spake. Thereafter, then it came to pass that Philip came forward, fell down, and adored the feet of Jesus, saying, My Lord and Savior, grant me authority to discourse before thee and to question thee on his word, before thou discoursest us concerning the regions whither thou didst go because of this thy ministry. We need a New King James version of the Pistis Sophia. His language is crazy. And the compassionate Savior answered and said unto Philip, Authority is given thee to bring forward the word which thou willest. And Philip answered and said to Jesus, My Lord, on account of what mystery thou changed the binding of the rulers and their aeons and their fate and their sphere and all their regions, and made them confounded in confusion on their path and deluded in their course. Hast thou then done this unto them for the salvation of the world, or hast thou not? Why the path of the chapter 23, why the path of the aeons was changed. And Jesus answered and said to Philip and to all the disciples together, I have changed their path for the salvation of all souls. Amen, amen. I say unto you, if you had not changed their path, if I had not changed their path, a host of souls would have been destroyed. They would have spent a long time. If the rulers of the aeons and the rulers of the fate and the sphere and of all their regions and of all their heavens and all their aeons had not been brought to naught, and the souls would have continued a long time here outside, the completion of the number of perfect souls would have been delayed. Which souls shall be counted in the inheritance of the height through the mysteries, and shall be in the treasury of the light. For this cause, then I have changed their path, that they might be deluded and fall into agitation and yield up the power which is in the matter of their world, and which they fashion into souls, in order that those who shall be saved might be quickly purified and raised on high, they and the whole power, and that those who shall not be saved might be quickly destroyed. Chapter 24, Mary questioneth him again. It came to pass then, when Jesus had finished saying these words unto his disciples, that Mary, the fair in her discourse and the Blessed One, came forward, fell at the feet of Jesus, and said, My Lord, suffer me that I speak before thee, and be not wroth with me, if oft I give thee troubling questioning thee. The Savior, full of compassion, answered and said to Mary, Speak the word which thou willest, and I will reveal it to thee in all openness. Mary answered and said to Jesus, My Lord, in what way will the souls have delayed themselves here outside, and in what type will they be quickly purified? 25. Jesus answered and said to Mary, Well said, Mary. Thou questionest finally with thy excellent question. And thou throwest light on all things with surety and precision. Now, therefore, from now on will I hide nothing from you, but I will reveal unto you all things with surety and openness. Hearken then, Mary, and give ear, all ye disciples. Before I made proclamation to all the rulers of the aeons, and to all the rulers of the fate and of the sphere. They were all bound in their bonds, and in their spheres and in their seals, as you, the overseer of light, had bound them from the beginning. And every one of them remained in his order, and every one journeyed according to his course, as you, the overseer of the light, had established them. And when the time of the number of Melchizedek, the great receiver of the light, came, he was wont to come into the midst of the aeons and of all the rulers who are bound in the sphere and in the fate. And he carried away the purification of the light from all the rulers of the aeons, and from all the rulers of the fate, and from those of the sphere. For he carried away then that which brings them into agitation. And he set in motion the hastener who is over them, and made them turn in their circle swiftly. And he, the hastener, carried away their power which was in them, and the breath of their mouth and the tears. of their eyes and the sweat of their bodies. Hey, Scott.
Dude, hold on. And okay, so Melchizedek is the receiver of the light. We know
Great
there's a
receiver.
bringer of the light, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's messing with the aeons. Is that what it just said? He's speeding them up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He made them turn their circle
So
swiftly.
Melchizedek set in motion the hastener, who's
Okay.
over them. So we have the overseer of light, which is you, Melchizedek, the great receiver of the light, and then there's a third element, the hastener. So Melchizedek set in motion the hastener. That's the best I got. And Melchizedek, the receiver of the light, purifieth those powers and carried their light into the treasury of the light. While the servitors of all the rulers gathered together all matter from them all, and the servitors of all the rulers of the fate, the servitors of the sphere, which is below the aeons, take it and fashion it into souls of men and cattle and reptiles and wild beasts and birds, and send them down into the world of mankind.
Do y'all know what servitors are?
Isn't it something like a tulpa? But like a higher rank?
But it's in a higher realm, but it's created for a purpose. Not like an imaginary friend or something, but it's actually created to serve a purpose.
Like an angel type thing?
Yeah, that could be part of the servitor class. Yeah.
Like a angelic robot or like a robotic angel?
Something like that. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A little deep dive.
That's cool.
Yeah. Shout out all the tulpas, dude.
Shout out tulpas.
Yeah, we just finished Twin Peaks last week, guys. If y'all aren't on the Patreon, you can join the Patreon and literally watch all of Twin Peaks and an analysis of the show at the same time you're watching it. So
an incredible ending of the show too.
Incredible ending, dude. The last episode we did was fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah. Everyone showed up. Everyone, not everyone, but we're not going to go there.
As much as to be expected.
Yeah. All right, y'all want to continue?
Yeah. Okay. And further, the receivers of the sun and the receivers of the moon, they look above and see the configurations of the paths of the aeons and the configurations of the fate and those of the sphere. Then they take from them the light power. And the receivers of the sun get it ready and deposit it until they hand it over to the receivers of Melchizedek, the light purifier. And their material refuse, they bring to the sphere, which is below the aeons, and fashion it into the souls of men, and fashion it also into the souls of reptiles and cattle and of wild beasts and of birds, according to the circle of the rulers of that sphere and according to all of the configurations of its revolution. And they cast them into this world of mankind, and they become souls in this region, as I've just said unto you.
Yo, so they were like making servitors and putting them in like animals and shit.
No, I think the servitors are fashioning or assisting in the fashioning of the souls, right?
The fashioning of souls. Okay. Well, that's interesting how they can assist in that.
Well, it's. I think this is a way in which they're saying in the way that the light is transformed into the souls.
Into the soul, right. That's why the soul is literally. We've been talking about the flame, right? I mean,
yeah.
Full circle. When you look in the astral realm, you know that your soul tied to your silver cord is seen as like a flame. You know,
it's the light. It's the light of the aeons.
Yeah, and that comes from Creator, right?
Yeah.
What is called in these kind of traditions is a source or whatever.
Well, yeah. Well, no, not well. I don't know. It's like the creator puts the light after it's fashioned into the souls of men, reptiles, cattle, and wild beasts and stuff like that. It's like the creator puts that soul into it after it's been fashioned on its way down from the source of light. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Chapter
So
26.
So the light is like the life source.
Yeah.
Equivalent to that. Okay.
This then they accomplished continuously before their power was diminished in them, and they waned and became exhausted or powerless. It came to pass then, when they became powerless, that their power began to cease in them. So that they became exhausted in their power, and their light, which was in their region, ceased, and their kingdom was destroyed, and the universe became quickly raised up. Came to pass then, when they had perceived this at the time, and when the number of the cipher of Melchizedek, the receiver of the light, happened, then had he to come out again and enter into the midst of the rulers of all the aeons, and into the midst of all the rulers of the fate and of those of the sphere. And he threw them into agitation and made them quickly abandon their circles. And forthwith they were constrained, cast forth the power out of themselves, out of the breath of their mouths, in the tears of their eyes, and the sweat of their bodies. Okay, this is all the fashioning of the souls of men. So they fashioned souls until they grew tired.
Yeah.
All right. The rulers devour their matter so that souls may not be fashioned. Let's see. And Melchizedek, the receiver of the light, purifieth them, as he doth continually. He carrieth their light into the treasury of the light, and all the rulers of the aeons and the rulers of the fate, and those of the sphere, turn to the matter of their refuse. They devour it and do not let it go and become souls in the world. They devour then their matter, so that they may not become powerless and exhausted, and their power cease in them, and their kingdom become destroyed. But in order that they may delay and linger a long time until the completion of the number of perfect souls who shall be in the treasury of the light.
I can take over for a bit if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Before this spin cycle kicks me out. I'm in a garage. You might hear a little bump over here. Let me know so I can.
I'm in a garage too, dude. So
Mrs. Graypill's not doing laundry right now.
No, she's not. She's not. You're right. My son's the only one who's awake right now.
Yeah, take over, Subliminal. Chapter 27.
Just real quick. Chapter 27. And it came past then, when the rulers of the aeons and those of the fate and those of the sphere continued to carry out this type, turning on themselves. Can I share mine instead? I did catch up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go dark mode.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
I gotta remove yours, I think. Hold on.
Figure it out.
Dark mode. There we go. And it came past then, when the rulers of the aeons and those of the fate and those of the sphere continued to carry out this type, turning on themselves, devouring the refuse of their matter, and now not allowing souls to be born into the world of mankind, in order that they might delay in being rulers, and that the powers which are in their powers, that is, the souls, might spend a long time here outside. They then persisted doing this continually for 2 circles. It came to pass then, when I finished to ascend for the ministry of the sake of which I was called by command of the first mystery, that I came up into the midst of the tyrants of the rulers of the 12 aeons, with my light vesture about me, shining most exceedingly, and there was no measure for the light which was about me. Adepts and the tyrants fight against the light vesture. It came to pass then, when those tyrants saw the great light which was about me, and the great Adepts, the tyrant, and all the tyrants of the 12 aeons, all together began to fight against the light of my vesture, desiring to hold it fast among them, in order to delay in their rulership. This then they did, not knowing against whom they fought. So they're fighting Jesus to take his light. They don't know he's Jesus at this point.
Yeah.
Adamus the tyrant. Jesus taketh from them a third of their power and changeth their course. So the war in heaven.
That's the title. That's the title of the section.
Okay. When they mutinied and fought against the light, therein by command of the first mystery, I changed the paths of the courses of their aeons and the paths of their fate and of their sphere. I made them face 6 months toward the triangles on the left and towards the squares and towards those in their aspect and towards their octagons, just as they had formerly been. But their manner of turning or facing I changed to another order and made them other 6 months face toward the works of their influence in the squares on the right and the triangles and in those in their aspect and in their octagons. And I made them to be confounded in the great confusion and deluded in great delusion, the rulers of the aeons and all of the rulers of the fate and those of the sphere. And I set them in great agitation, and thence on they were no longer able to turn towards the refuse of their matter to devour it, in order that their regions may continue to delay and they themselves may spend a long time as rulers. Okay, this throws my constellation thing. I have no idea what to do with that, with the constellations. They eat us? Do the constellations eat us? Is that what that's saying? Sometimes?
They eat our like
Our
I don't know.
energy as we go back to
Never
God?
mind. That'd be the energy from the planets. Like, you know how Saturn can harness like the energy from us, or maybe the moon. Or there's like a some kind of transformation to the moon, then transmission to the moon, and then one directly to Saturn.
We like lose a little bit on the way.
Yeah.
On
Like
the
our
way up.
souls are tied to this this trap. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? That's
It's
right.
a theory. It's a theory.
Yeah, yeah. We did say that if your like your, what do you call it? Your chakra is locked in a certain level, like you can't, if you stay on your lower 3, you won't get very far when you die. You're gonna be stuck there. Maybe that's what we're discussing. You get eaten up. Maybe that's what that means.
Yeah.
But when I had taken away a third of their power, I changed their spheres so that they spent a time facing to the left and another time facing to the right. I changed their whole path and their whole course, and I have made the path of their course to hurry so that they may be quickly purified and raised up quickly. So Melchizedek did that too. So maybe that's explaining what he did, why he did that. And I have shortened their circles and made their path more speedy, and it will be exceedingly hurried, and they were thrown into confusion in their path, and from then on were no more able to devour the matter of the refuse of the purification of their light. And moreover, I have shortened their times and their periods, so that the perfect number of souls who shall receive the mysteries and be in the treasury of the light shall be quickly completed. For had I not changed their courses, and had I not shortened their periods, they would not have left any soul come into the world, because of the matter of their refuse which they devoured, and they would have destroyed many souls. For this cause I said unto you aforetime, I have shortened the times because of my elect. Otherwise no soul will have been able to be saved. And I have shortened the times of the periods because of the perfect number of the souls who shall receive the mysteries. That is to say, the elect. So more of us. And I guess all of us. Anyone who manifested in 3 realms is an elect, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you made it here, you're chosen. And had I not, you're chosen to join the Patreon, the Great Pill Patreon.
Yeah.
You're lucky enough to be here on Earth during the Great Pill Patreon. How lucky are you? You're
Once in a
chosen.
lifetime opportunity.
With me and Rat and Great Pill all at the same time.
This will never happen.
Think of all the times. Think of all the times. Think of all the aeons. Think of all the ages you could have been here, and you're here
we
today.
didn't do this. Yeah.
in order to have the one-time opportunity to join Great Pill Podcast Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise.
And had I not shortened
we're
the
not a
period,
cult.
we're not a cult. No. We're out in the open.
We may be a mystery school, but it's kind of open to interpretation. It's like, it is whatever you think it is, I guess. It's a Patreon.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. It's also like a group of friends because it's,
Right.
I mean, let's not, I'm pretty accessible to the Patreon audience. I'm like one little click away, you can you can be in the inner circle, the inner tier circle. Anyway,
Yeah.
you guys keep going, man. I like listening to y'all read. I'm waiting. I'm saving my voice for part 2. Of the other book.
And let's see. And I have shortened the times and periods because of the perfect number of the souls who shall receive the mysteries. That is to say, the elect. And had I not shortened their periods, no material soul would have been saved, but they would have perished in the fire, which is the flesh of the rulers. This then, the world is which thou dost question me with precision. It came to pass then, when Jesus had finished speaking these words unto his disciples, that they fell down altogether, adored him, and said to him, Blessed are we before all men, for unto us thou hast revealed these great exploits. Chapter 28. Actually, can I toss in something here again?
Yeah.
Gas giants and stars and planets consume a lot of matter in their core, right? And they explode, and they have to keep themselves spinning.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's describing. Like, if I didn't, whatever Jesus did here, if he hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to manifest here. In the 3D, we'd be consumed at some point by a gas giant using us to, power itself, or a star using it to power itself. I think that's what he's talking about here.
And I have a very silly theory, which is that at that time, the stars were larger in the sky. No, I mean specifically the luminaries, the sun and moon, of course, but Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Mercury, Venus. I feel like they were larger in the sky than they are today. It's a dumb theory, but I have no evidence to back it up. Or
no, it's not dumb.
Like that, but
it's possible.
It's
I have that theory about things on Earth. Everything was much larger. It vibrated at a higher frequency.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all have seen like some of those people's gardens. Still, some people can still grow giant fruit and vegetables and stuff.
Yeah,
it's fascinating, man. Yeah. It's the intention to grow it. Like if you pray over it intentionally and during a certain time of year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
During the harvest or whatever, dude, it will you'll get a pretty good garden. But
as far as the spinning thing, I'm thinking like a what do you call it? A figure skater or something. When they spin faster, they kind of bring their arms tight and they go faster. So if a planet's spinning faster, doesn't it condense?
Yeah.
I'm not a physicist or anything, but that makes sense to me.
It does make sense. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Also, when you're talking about the soul and the sun, the light has something to do with gold, man. I don't know what it is. It has something to do with alchemy and gold.
Okay.
And I started thinking about when you have your alchemical flask and you're burning it, the color of the flame and what temperature you're burning. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that just hit me.
Have you seen the articles where they're able to make gold now, like in a lab,
Doesn't surprise me.
and it's through a lot of heat processing. So maybe the sun helps to make gold, or
Well,
and
it's
the
part of
Anunnaki
the
needed
alchemy
gold.
process. Yeah, being
Yeah.
the light and
Interesting.
yeah. Sorry, no, I'm not going to take y'all on that tangent, but
If they could figure out how to make artificial gold, that doesn't speak well for us. You know,
no, not at all.
no.
What's real anymore? I don't know. It's fucking AI, dude. I can't with this Sola AI or Sona, whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
No.
the video. It's
Yeah,
really
fucking put me on a compound in the woods somewhere
yeah.
where I
Oh,
can
Throw all
careful.
your shit.
where I
Throw,
can have animals and
throw all your shit in a van and just
I'm telling you, dude,
live off the land.
I'm gonna do it one day. I'll sell my house, I'm gonna buy some land. We're gonna have the gray pilled compound.
There we go.
Yep.
Stax is working on giant veggies.
I know, dude. I was gonna say I bet Stacks playing when you water, when you harvest, all play a role. Yes.
Allegedly.
This is the case with
Allegedly.
most things, right? Curtis, good morning, brother.
Good morning. All right.
Chapter 28, P32. I don't know what P32 is. The powers. The powers adore the light vesture, and Jesus continued again in his discourse and said unto his disciples, Hearken concerning the things which befell me among the rulers of the 12 aeons, and all their rulers and their lords and their authorities and their angels and their archangels. When then they had seen the vesture of light which was about me, they and their unpaired, then every one of them saw the mystery of his name, that is of my vesture of light, which was about me. They fell down altogether. So I think we brought this up before. He's got vestments with maybe God's name on them or something. It's like coded with God, so they don't see Jesus anymore, or they don't recognize him. That's my best guess. I don't know what that means. It might be actually fabric or something else. They fell down altogether, adored the vesture of light which was about me, and cried out altogether, saying, How hath the Lord of the universe passed through us without our knowing it? And they all sang praises together to their interiors of the interiors, and all their triple powers, and their great forefathers, and their ungenerated, and their self-generated, and their generated, and their gods, and their light sparks, and their light bearers, in a word, all their great ones, saw the tyrants of their region, that their power was diminished in them, and they were in weakness, and themselves fell into great immeasurable fear. Any guesses what this means? They called Adama the tyrant earlier, but everyone has their own tyrant in their region now, unnamed so far. And they gazed on the
So
mystery.
they were all
Yeah.
because he had lowered their power altogether, right? He had lowered all of their powers by a third.
Wisdom. Oh, yes. Okay.
Sorry to disappoint.
So are these is this the war in heaven still? Is this what it made me think of it, because he said a third of the powers or whatever, the people that were fighting with him, he dropped them
Yeah, it's possible.
from their
It's
ranks.
quite possible.
Right. And they gazed on the mystery of their name on my vesture, and they had set out to come and adore the mystery of their name, and which was on my vesture. And they could not because of the great light which was about me. And they adored a little removed from me, and they adored the light of my vesture, and all cried out together, singing praises to the interiors of the interiors. The tyrants become as the dead. It came past
That's the title.
to pass.
Section title. Tyrants became as the dead section. Yeah, name
Oh,
of the
okay.
section.
Oh, for me, it just looks like just a part of the paragraph. I don't know what difference-
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, it just looks like part of the paragraph. Sorry if I'm not giving it any more.
No, you're good.
gravitas. The tyrants become as the dead. It came to pass then, which when they befell among the tyrants who are below these rulers, that they all lost power and fell down to the ground in their aeons and became as the dead world dwellers with no breath in them, as they became in the hour when I took from them their power. It came to pass then thereafter, when I left those aeons, that every one of all those who were in the 12 aeons was bound to their order altogether. And they accomplished their works as I have established them, so that they spend 6 months turned to the left and accomplishing their works in their squares and their triangles in those which they are in their aspect. And that further they spend another 6 months facing to the right and towards their triangles and their squares and those which are in their aspect. Thus then will those who are in the fate and then in the sphere travel. Chapter 29. Jesus entered the 13th aeon and findeth Pistis Sophia.
Oh
That's the
man.
title.
Thank you. It came to pass then thereafter that I ascended to the veils of the 13th aeon. It came to pass then, when I had arrived at their veils, that they threw apart their own accord and opened themselves for me. Well, smooth, Jesus. It's the Rizzler. I entered into the 13th aeon, and I found Pistis Sophia below the 13th aeon, all alone, and no one of them with her. What's up? What's up, Pistis? As she sat in the region grieving and mourning, because this is wisdom, right? Is this wisdom?
wisdom.
He's
Thank
talking
you,
to
wisdom.
Sophia.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was by my lonesome thinking, wisdom, in her infinite wisdom, making the grave mistake of the demiurge is the only reason we're here. The only reason my flawed self can be here is because she did that. So thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very flawed, right? And the only reason a flawed entity like me could exist is if a demiurge could exist to produce me. She, and by herself, did that. And I was talking shit of her being a single mom, so I'm sorry, Pistis. I was talking mad shit, but I understand now.
Oh man. All right.
Okay. So I entered in it. Okay. Sorry. I entered into the 13th aeon and found Pistis Sophia below the 13th aeon, all alone and no one of them with her. And she sat in that region grieving and mourning because she had not been admitted into the 13th aeon, her higher region. And she was moreover grieving because of the torments which self-willed, which is one of the 3 triple powers, had inflicted on her. But this, when I shall come to speak with you respecting their expansion, I will tell you the mystery, how this befell her. Sophia and her fellow powers behold the light.
That's the title.
Thank you. It sounded important.
Yeah.
It came to pass then, when Pistis Sophia saw me shining most exceedingly, and with no measure for the light which was about me, that she was in great agitation and gazed at the light of my vesture. She saw the mystery of her name on my vesture, and the whole glory of its mystery. For formerly she saw in this region of the height, in the 13th aeon, but she was wont to sing praises to the higher light. She was wont to sing praises to the higher light, which she had seen in the veil of the treasury of the light. It came to pass then, when she persisted in singing praises to the higher light, that all the rulers who were in the 2 great triple powers, and her invisible, who was paired with her, and the other 2 and 20 invisible emanations gazed at the light, and as much as Pistis Sophia and her pair, they and the other 2 and 20 emanations make up 4 and 20 emanations, which the great invisible forefather and 2 great triple powers have emanated. So she's got a partner. He's just invisible. Okay. Chapter 30. Yeah. Do you have ever heard of Pistis wisdom's? I always said there has to be like a counterbalance to wisdom. It has to be like temperance, like when to use the knowledge. Like there has to be something to counterbalance wisdom to even it up.
Maybe the counterbalance went out for a pack of smokes. Is that why?
Went out for the milk.
Yeah, went out to get milk.
She's like, she's fine on her own. If I'm, I don't know. We'll see. chapter 30. Mary desires to hear the story of Sophia.
Title.
It came to pass then, when Jesus had said unto his disciples, when Mary came forward and said, My Lord, I have heard thee say aforetime, Pistis Sophia is herself one of the 24 emanations. How then is she not in their region? But thou hast said, I found her below the 13th aeon. They give Pistis the rank, a seat on the council, but not a rank of master.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
The story of Pistis Sophia. Sophia desireth to enter the light world, and Jesus answered and said unto his disciples, It came to pass, when Pistis Sophia was in the 13th aeon, in the region of all her brethren, the invisibles, that is, the 24 emanations of the great invisible, it came to pass then by command of the first mystery that Pistis Sophia gazed into the height. She saw the light of the veil of the treasury of the light, and she longed to reach out to that region, and she could not reach to that region. But she ceased to perform the mystery of the 13th aeon, and sang praises to the light of the height, which she had seen in the light of the veil of the treasury of the light. The rulers, right here.
Oh yeah.
The rulers hate her for ceasing in their mystery. It came to pass then, when she sang praises to the region of the height, that all the rulers in the 12 aeons who are below hated her, because she had ceased from their mysteries, and because she had desired to go into the height and above them all. For this cause then they were enraged against her and hated her, as did the great triple power self-willed. And that is the third triple power, who is in the 13th aeon, who had become disobedient. And as much as he had not emanated the whole purification of his power in him, he had not given the purification of his light at the time when the rulers gave their purification, in that he desired to rule over the whole 13th aeon and those who are below it. So there's a feud between the triple powers. This is like, to me, this is going to be like the triple powers of God. This is like perfect wisdom, perfect action, and like perfect love. And those things have to be in unity for God to be perfect. And if it's not, you're something else like you're something else. So this is a theory from other stuff. Like I think it's Hermeticist. I don't really know anymore. So it seems like Sophia is being disobedient on her own, or because of this. I'm confused. Because this is a higher ranking emanation. It's affecting stuff down in the ranks. So maybe it's affecting Sophia, and she's like, I'm going to rebel. And they're messing with this structure of the universe really high up. Can you guys make any sense of that? I think
No.
we're barely touching it. We're barely page 20. But
yeah, no, we're
yeah. Maybe it'll come clear to us later. Okay, self-will uniteth himself with the rulers of the 12 aeons and emanateth a lion-faced power to plague Sophia. Maybe we already know what's going to happen because we know about the demiurge. Maybe we already know. It came to pass then, when the rulers of the 12 aeons were enraged against Pistis Sophia.
My mic was muted.
What do you have to say, Jules? What do you think?
Did you say something?
Well, no. I was just saying, yeah, this is where y'all to Boa comes in.
Yeah.
Okay. Self-will though, did Sophia make him? Because if this is like a triple power thing, I don't think Sophia controls that. Okay, this is interesting. She's been blamed for this.
Bob, bro. You know,
she's been blamed for the demiurge. It sounds like this just happened on its own to plague Sophia. Look at this. Self-will uniteth himself with the rulers of the 12 aeons and emanateth a lion-faced power to plague Sophia.
Okay, keep reading.
It's been in my headcanon that she just did it on her own. It came to pass then when the rulers of the 12 aeons were enraged against Pistis Sophia, who is above them, and hated her exceedingly, that the great triple power self-willed, of whom I have just now told you, joined himself to the rulers of the 12 aeons, and also was enraged against Pistis Sophia, and hated her exceedingly, because she had thought to go to the light which is higher than her. As any one of us would.
Right.
And he emanated out of
She
himself.
broke the glass seal. She broke the glass ceiling.
She did what? She did.
So it seems like she was cursed with this with Yaldabaoth in a way.
They've been blaming her. It sounds like
she was. It said that she was attacked, right? Or so she was cursed with this entity, and I don't know. She had to birth it in order to free herself from it. I don't know.
I think that's what they've been telling us, dude. I don't see where she seems to be a victim attacked by the demiurge. I don't know. There's more to read, obviously.
Well, it's even more complicated, right?
Well,
because she wanted to be higher. She wanted to be higher up than the mysteries that she was placed
the other
in.
aeons. I wonder what the other aeons are called.
You're right. Yeah, you're right, Rat.
And then the other aeons sort of came together to curse her for going outside of her station.
Yeah.
So it's her arrogance sort of caused the issue, but they made it worse by going against her. Or I guess by maybe it was her vacuum that she left there in the 13th aeon that required this sort of response from the 12.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very similar to I don't know, don't try to acquire these higher mysteries. Or we're not supposed to, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they were all set in their place, right? So Wisdom's attempt to move beyond her place, above her place.
It even messed with the triple power of God, because then it became, I think, threatened. It seemed like, because
so is there a reason that they're all mad? Yeah,
there has to be a balance. It seems like,
yeah,
even triple power God was like, no, I'm gonna extend the self-will aspect of maybe self-defense, join up with my 12 aeons and put you back in your place.
There you go.
Oh, we got to read more. All right.
All right.
No women presidents.
She's trying too much to be a strong independent woman.
Yeah. All because she wanted to be the manager.
Do you want to speak to the manager?
She wanted to speak to the manager. She wanted to speak to the manager.
Want to speak to the
Oh, Pistis Sophia, the original Karen.
Start calling them Sophia.
No, they'll like that. They'll like that.
They will like that.
They'll like that.
Wisdom? That empowers us.
You're right. I am wise. You should listen to me. A woman ass speaking.
Yo. Oh man.
Okay, let me get to this. Okay.
Fire pigs.
12 aeons. I was also rage against.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
My new address is 1111. Am I going to hell?
No.
No. You're all right.
111's fine.
You good?
It's a fine number.
Depends on your debit card number. Actually, I do get like that when I buy something at the store. If it comes out to like $6.66, I buy more stuff.
Dude,
or put stuff back.
Happens. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm like superstitious like that.
Yeah,
yeah, I do it all the time.
You'll be at the gas pump and you're like $66.60. No, let me overfill.
Put more gas. Go buy a pack of gum. Something. Just I'm not gonna pay that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, 12 aeons, and was also write taxation is theft on all my receipts.
Right.
12 aeons, and was also enraged against Pistis Sophia and hated her exceedingly because she had thought to go to the light which is higher than her. She had needed to speak to the manager. And he emanated out of himself a great lion-faced power, and out of this matter in him he emanated a host of other very violent material emanations, and sent them into the regions below, so that parts of the chaos, in order that they might there lie and wait for Pistis Sophia and take away her power out of her, because she thought to go to the height which is above them all. And moreover, she had ceased to perform their mystery, so she stopped doing her job, and lamented continuously and sought of the light. And lamented continuously and sought of the light which she had seen. And the rulers who abide or persist in performing the mystery hated her, and all the guards who are at the gates of the aeons hated her also.
Jeez.
You stop doing your job. We all seen God. We're still doing our jobs.
This is the natural response of everyone in the store to Karen.
They're like, "Can you calm
the way.
down, please?"
Seriously.
Like, hey, stay in your place, okay? Can you?
This is and the response is to like set up a lion faced
Security
or
guard.
some sort of beast like bears, lions, and all that stuff outside the store. So when she finally leaves, they devour her.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, they're all just
Which,
like,
you know,
fuck off, Sophia.
Which is a reasonable response to a Karen.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this parallel. Have you all seen that show? Well, Rat doesn't have kids, but Subby does. Sophia the First.
Yeah, like
come
that
on.
Disney princess thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to watch it again. I guess. Is there a lion?
The First.
Is there a lion outside of the
Maybe.
castle?
Dude, no,
Maybe
there's the
so.
lion. There's the whatever they are, the flying jaguars. There's it's full of composite creatures. Yeah, and
I like those though. If we're Latino, those are our friends.
it's pretty cool, dude. I like the show. No, that's Elena of Avalor. But no,
Then I'm thinking of a different show. Then I gotta.
Well, it's the same kingdom.
Oh, okay.
But
I'd have to ask my daughter
like-
or my niece or something.
There's a bunch of stuff from like the mysteries and mythologies in there. There's also like ties to Disney, obviously.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a fun show. It's a fun show if you have a daughter.
I'll ask her. Ask her what she thinks. She's been watching that. What is it?
I just think it's funny
Korean
how it's
Demon
just
Hunter show.
like that. Like if you like are familiar with these texts or whatever, and you see the name of that show, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, right? It's like Sophia the First. You know what I mean? And most people don't even see that. It's wild.
They're waking up the kids. Gnostic Kids by Disney.
I mean, I don't know, man.
A little bit. That's what they do with the Digital Circus. Have you seen that? Or your kid watches that?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, if she's into jesters later, weird jesters and clowns and stuff like that, rabbits, it's because of that Digital Circus thing. I'll break it down for you guys one day. Another one. Defnot Eric Dubé's 3D printing a sword from a demon hunter right now.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Post pics.
Nice.
It came to pass thereafter by command of the first commandment that the great triple power self-willed, who is one of the three triple powers, pursued Sophia to the 13th aeon, in order that she should look towards the parts below, so that she might see in that region his lion-faced light power and long after it, and go in that region, so that her light might be taken from her. So the demiurge copied God's light so she'd be distracted and follow it. Seems like.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 31. So Sophia taketh the lion-faced power of self-willed for the true light. It came to pass then thereafter that she looked below and saw his light power in the parts below, and she knew not that this is that of the triple self-powered willed, triple powered self-willed, but she thought that it came out of the light which she had seen from the beginning of the height, which came out of the veil of the treasury of the light. And she thought to herself, I will go into that region without my pair and take the light, and there out fashion for myself light aeons, so that I may go to the light of lights, which is the height of lights.
She was deceived.
Pretty sneaky, wisdom. Clever girl. She descended to the 12 aeons and thence into the chaos. This then thinking, she went forth from her own region. Okay, I guess I was made before she did this stuff, so never mind. Give you too much credit. This then thinking, she went forth from her own region, the 13th aeon, and went down to the 12 aeons. The rulers of the aeons pursued her and were enraged against her because she had thought of grandeur. And she went forth also from the 12th aeons and came into the regions of the chaos and drew nigh to that lion-faced light power to devour it. Okay. But all the material emanations of self-will surrounded her, and the great lion-faced light power devoured all the light powers in Sophia and cleaned out her light and devoured it. And her matter was thrust into the chaos. It became lion-faced ruler. It became a lion-faced ruler in the chaos, of which one half is fire and the other darkness. That is Yaldabaoth, of whom I have spoken unto you many times. When then this befell, Sophia became very greatly exhausted, and that lion-faced light power set forth to work to take away from Sophia all her light powers, and all the material powers of self-will surrounded Sophia at the same time and pressed her sore.
Wow.
Chapter 32. Yeah, that she just got pummeled.
Do we want to pause it there? You wanted to move on to your other thing there? We can talk about that real quick. So
top of the hour. Yeah, give me 2 seconds, guys. Y'all talk for a second.
All right.
So she wanted to go higher than the 13 aeons. She wanted to be higher than that, and they got pissed off. So they created them with the 3-powered self-willed created the lion-faced light to deceive her, and then moved that lion-faced light down below the 13th aeon. She then followed that because she wanted to take it and use it to be her own light bearer. And she was deceived when she went to the lower aeons. It tricked her. It consumed her light and then left her broken and stuff. And now this lion-faced light being, which was created due to her absence in the 13th aeon, then became Yaldabaoth.
And rules over her.
Essentially, yeah.
She's stuck in here.
Well, it I don't know if it rules over her, but it rules from her. Like it consumed her light. It consumed
From her
her
old
power,
position,
right?
maybe. Replacing her old position, perhaps.
Maybe.
Because she's not doing her job anymore. In the cosmic sense, she's not doing her job anymore. They replaced her. They still need something in that position to be doing the job. That's why they hated her.
Yeah.
'Cause they all have a purpose up there.
They hated her.
They
Damn,
dangle
they
some
hated
shiny
her.
nonsense to distract her. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a blue light special out front of the store, or a white light special out front of the store. Okay, chapter 32. Oh, did you want to stop it here and do the adepts?
Chapter 32.
Do you want to see what chapter 32 is?
Chapter 32.
Y'all want to stop it?
It's a conversation. It looks like a back and forth. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 9.
Oh, it's the first repentance of
Yeah,
Sophia. Let's get to that next time we get to Pistis Sophia. Let's do chapter 32 next time we get to Pistis Sophia.
We'll do that. I'm gonna remove that. Well, that was fun. All right, guys. So we are going to start now on the Adepts. We're going to cut the stream to Twitter. So, guys, y'all tune in to Disagree to Agree later, and Rustic Gods either today sometime or tomorrow with Headless Giant. And then I'm doing a solo show this weekend, like a little, I haven't done one in a while. Follow up on the Green Man. We're going to be reading this PDF I have. It's like a 1-2 page thing, and maybe watch a little video. I have some more theories to add on, and we're going to talk about the cult of the head, of the Green Man's head. These people that worship the head of the tail of the Green Knight that we talked about on the episode. There's a cult back in the day, apparently, that worship the head of the Green Knight. And so, no. It'd be a little fun deep dive for me to do. If anyone wants to join me, I tried to get some guests on this weekend, but no one was available or replied. There's no Occult Reject shows this weekend because Nick's at the Bigfoot convention in Arkansas, I believe, Little Rock. So if y'all live there, you can go hang out with Nick at the Bigfoot convention. It's the biggest one in the country, I think. I don't know. Bummed that I can't go, but I just can't afford to go anywhere right now. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Follow me if you're not at Gray Pill Pod. Let's see, patreon.com/Gray Pill Podcast, because eventually we won't be doing these publicly at all once we get enough people. Because we're trying to get more and more people on the Patreon watching every Saturday. So guys, y'all got anything y'all want to plug before we cut the stream to Twitter and then YouTube here in a minute? I want to yeah, it's going to take a second to cut the stream. So
buy my album escapesaturn.bandcamp.com.
yeah, Subby.
Check out Building 7 shop, Building 7 Printify shop. We got some new items in the store. We put up our sales again.
All right, guys. Y'all stay grateful, everybody. Have a good day. If I don't see you later. All right, there goes Twitter, YouTube. If y'all are over there, you can go over to the Rumble chat. You can find it on the Patreon. If you're not signed up for the Patreon, you can go over there. We have plenty of tiers. You get free sticker pack, link to the Discord. These shows, watch parties, have some guest episodes coming soon. And yeah, we're about to get into the Adepts in Western esoteric tradition, talking about Taliesin, Merlin, and King Arthur. So yeah, y'all tune in later for Disagree to Agree. I don't know if you do that on YouTube.
No, it's purely Rumble.
Yeah. Okay, and then the show with Headless Giant, we're going to be streaming that to the Occult Rejects channel as well. We may do that today. I have some stuff to do around the house, so I don't know. May have to do it tomorrow. Trying to get some of the other Occult Rejects in there with us, since it is a series for that show. That's what we talked about doing. So anyway, all right, cutting the YouTube stream. Stay Gray Pill, guys. I'll see y'all later.